The DEA has launched a new campaign. It's called Fentanyl Free America. There's a recent nationwide effort that led the seizure of hundreds of counterfeit pills, as well as cocaine, meth, and millions of dollars in cash and dozens of arrests.
Louise Agostini is with the Chicago DEA field office and joins us now. First, we've seen a decline in fentanyl and other opioid deaths here in Cook County in the last year or so. Do you think that's because fewer people are using or because Narcan has become so widely available?
Hey, Ben Lord, it's nice to see you. I think it's a combination of factors. You really can't chalk it up to just one thing. First and foremost, being, representing federal law enforcement, what we've done in seizing fentanyl, whether it's in powder or pill form, impacting the illicit drug supply has definitely made a big impact. But we cannot discount what's being done by our partners in public health. They've made Narcan widely available in libraries across the city. And other things they've done to give people a second, third chance at life and bringing them back to life and steering them toward treatment and recovery. And I think the conversations that we've been having over the past 4, 5, 6 years about fentanyl really has been putting this at the forefront about how dangerous not just fentanyl is, but any kind of, really illicit drug use is, because there really is no safe drug to consume today. Fentanyl has been found to be in everything.
Yeah. Perhaps people are starting to get the message, right? Hear the message. It seems like every day, every year, we see new drugs being introduced into the market. For a while, it was heroin, then it became fentanyl. Are there other things that you're watching right now that people should be aware of?
What we've seen, there's stronger versions, and the simplest way to say it, of stronger versions of fentanyl. We see carfentanil pills. It's a fentanyl-related substance that's many, many times more powerful. It's being now not just cut into fentanyl and other opioids or even cocaine, but we're seeing it in pill form. So we're starting to see a lot more of carfentanil. And also, we're seeing non-opioid sedatives that are they're originally designed to be animal tranquilizers. We're now seeing that in the street drug supply. So there's something called medetomidine and xylazine, which we've spoken about before.
Yeah.
Those are used by veterinarians on large animals. And now we're starting to see that because of their opioid-like properties, we're seeing more of that being cut into the street supply.
And I think probably what becomes even more deadly is the idea that you're mixing all these little things into cocktails, and that becomes a powerful drug that can really kill people.
Absolutely. And that's why this campaign, Fentanyl Free America, the tagline is pretty aspirational, but the whole idea behind it is for every segment of society to do what they can, whether it's in schools. I know Illinois high schools, we're in year 2 now of mandatory fentanyl awareness education, whether it's legislation. We had the Halt Fentanyl Act that was signed, and other things, or law enforcement, parents, giving parents and teachers and educators the resources they need to have those sometimes uncomfortable conversations with their loved ones.
Yeah, just today, a man from South Suburban Linwood was sentenced to 30 years in prison for, I think, distributing about 40 grams or more of fentanyl. Hopefully that's a deterrent as well. For parents who are really concerned about fentanyl and other opioids, what is your advice for them to look out for?
Parents, those of us who are parents, we know our children. We know, who they're friends with. We know when there's changes in behavior. I think just being engaged with your son or daughter, just being engaged with them, and when you come across a segment like this, whether it's on social media or watching TV, having those thoughtful conversations with your children about, and sometimes they don't want to hear, don't do drugs, drugs are bad, say no. But at least having the conversation, treating your children, like the mature individuals that they are, being an active listener, and just having conversations and making sure that they have access to the information they need, and you as well.
Okay, Luis Agostini with DEA. We appreciate your time. Always nice to see you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
All right, you too.